Hello guys, today we are going to movie review. Movie name is Troy 2004 full movie review. Director Wolfgang Peterson. General epic war drama history. Runtime 163 minutes. Characters cut longer based on Homer's Iliad. Introduction. Troy 2004 is not just a war movie, it is a tragedy about pride, honor, and destiny. History overview. No myth, only man. The war begins not because of justice, but because of desire. Paris, Prince of Troy, Edict, Ellen, wife of Spartan kings, Milanese. This insult forced Agamemnon, king of Mycenae, to launch a massive invasion. Troy stands strong under King Priam and his noble son Hector. Into the south steps Achilles, the greatest warrior alive, a man who fights not for country but for immortality. The war lasts 10 years, but the film condenses it into a tight, emotionally heavy narrative. Achilles, a hero without peace, played masterful by Brad Pitt. Achilles is unmatched in battle, arrogant yet self-aware, brave but emotionally empty. He knows the goals anyway because we are mortal. Achilles fights to be remembered, yet despises king and wars. He is the most dangerous man of the battlefield and the loneliest. Hector, the true hero of Troy. It is Venus. Hector is the heart of the film. He fights for family, not glory, loves his wife and child, knows Troy men fall, yet stands anyway. Hector represents duty and honor, making his fate deeply tragic. Many viewers agree Hector feels more heroic than Achilles. Agamemnon, the face of greed. Agamemnon is not a warrior, he is conqueror. He used Helen as an excuse. He won Troy for power. He sacrificed life without guilt. His character shows races are often started by men who never fight in them. Love, betrayal, or conjugation. The film never glorifies romance. Paris love causes destruction. Graces become Achilles' emotionally weakness. Helen understands the war she helped ignite. Love in Troy is not salvation. It is a trial, action and battle sequence. Troy delivers some of the best sword combat ever filmed. Achilles versus Boagrius, fast, deadly, unforgettable, instantly established Achilles' dominance. Hector versus Achilles, iconic. No music, long silence, every strike feels final. This duel alone makes Troy legendary. Music and cinematography. James Horner's score adds epic fight and tragedy. Wide shots emphasize scale, close-up shows fear, doubt, and regret. The film looks grand but grounded, avoiding fantasy excess, themes and meaning, morality. Greatest warrior still die. Fame cannot stop faith. Honor versus glory. Hector fight for people. Achilles fight for memory, pride. Every tragedy in Troy is cast by ego, ending a quiet tragedy. The Trojan heroes brings victory but no joy. Troy burns, innocent die. Achilles meets his destiny. There are no winners, only survivors. Flaws, honest review removes Greek goods completely. Who dislike this? Some characters feel underdeveloped, facing slightly rest in the final act, yet this do not weaken the film's emotional power. Final verdict Troy 2004, a brutal, emotional epic that understands the truth. Great wars are not remembered for why they began, but for the lives they destroyed. Final rating 8.8 on themeless for epic that grows better with age. Alright, more now. I go deeper, not longer. This is the hidden layer, director's cut difference, realism, and legacy of Troy 204. Troy 204 deep dive review. First, Achilles, a man who fears obscurity. Achilles isn't afraid of death, he is afraid to begin forgotten. That's why he rejects king, he insults Agamemnon, he fights alone, he reigns after Patroclus. That isn't just grief, it is the realism that even legends can close loss what matters. Hector, the most human warrior. Hector's no, Troy my foil. The war is unjust, his family will suffer, yet he fights because someone must stand. That makes him brave without arrogance, strong without cruelty, noble without illusion. Hector is the moral center of the film. Realism or mythology, unlike the no gods interfering, no magical weapons, no supernatural faith. This choice grounds the story and shifts blame. Man destroyed Troy, not destiny. That's why the film feels modern. Directors cut off why it is better. The director cut adds more brutality, restores darker characters moment, make the fall of Troy feels heavier, especially Achilles' death is clearly Troy's destruction is more tragic. If possible, always was the director's cut. Agamemnon, the true villain. Agamemnon is not emotionally, he is strategic and greedy. He proves worst tyrants don't hate the calculates he is and feels deserved because he never learns. Women in Troy, the silent victims, races born between fate and survival. Helen, beautiful, wealthy, traffic, instruments, knows the cost of honor. They cry the consequence. Will man chase glory? Battle, choreography, why it feels real. Minimal slow motion, heavy scenes, exhaustion visible. Achilles fight like a protector, act fight like a soldier. The contrast is international ending why there is so victory. The Trojan horse win the war, but destroy every idea that started. The final message: winning a war does not make it right. Legacy of Troy 2004. Initially criticized, later re-evaluated, now considered a modern epic classic. It inspired a realistic ancient war film, human-focused with action. Final legacy verdict: Troy survives because it respects tragedy. It doesn't glory war. It memorializes loss. Final score: unchanged 8.8, a film about warriors that understand what war takeaway. More now we go into the final ultra layer of Troy 2004 philosophy, historical accuracy, iconic scans, and why it still matters. No repetition, only depth. Troy 2004 philosophy of war and faith, morality versus reality, Achilles believes glory, defeat, death, Hector's believe duty, give life meaning. Both are wrong and that's tragedy. History remembers names, not happiness. Men who choose war and why. Agamemnon, power, Paris, desire, Achilles, legacy, Hector, responsibility. The film proves wars are started for selfish reasons and fought of honorable men. Historical accuracy, what Troy gets right and wrong. Right. Bronze Age armor style, hoplite-inspired formation, political motives or romance. The, the Trojan horse concept wrong. Timeline countless 10 years weeks. Achilles and Hector were not close in age. Achilles did not die during Troy's fall. Paris was not a covered historical, but this says survey cinema, not history. Iconic scans by the rock, Achilles versus Hector. No background music, long pauses, exhaustion visible, meaning This is an spectacle it as faith clothing. Priam makes Achilles one of the most powerful skills. A king kneels, a warrior breaks its soul. Symbolism you may have missed fire, used for honor, used for destruction, glory, and share the same flame. Arrows, Paris arrows kill Achilles, a weak hand and a legend meaning heroes don't fall to equals, they fall to saints. Why Troy feels sad even when it's epic? Because no one true wins, love pays loss, honor leads to death, epic scale, tragic soul, final legacy statement. Troy 2004 is remembered not for its accuracy but for its emotionally honesty. It understands one truth: war greatest stories must destroy lives. Final score looking 8.8 Danon, a modern epic that grows stronger with age. Alright, more and this time it's the final extended layer for Troy 2004. Directors cut hidden details, trivia, music and long-term legacy. Fresh funds only. Troy 2004 extended deep dive. Director's cut why it feels stronger. The director's cut 196 minutes is widely considered superior. What it adds Troy 204 extend deep dive director's cut why it feels stronger. The director's cut 196 minutes widely considered superior. What it adds more graphical brutally. War feels uglier, not heroic. Deeper characters, moments for Hector, Achilles, and Agamemnon. Troy's fall feel tragic, not rushed. Clear depiction of Achilles' fate. The theatrical cut feel epic. The director's cut feel honest. If you want the real Troy experience, this is it. Music, the soul of the film. Composer James Horner gave Troy one of the most emotional epic scores ever. Use moving tones instead of victory themes. Music rises not horse. triumph, but for loss, achievers dreams feel lonely, not powerful. The score constantly reminds you glory is temporary, death is permanent. Achievers is often misunderstood and arrogant only. Is reality music, the soul of the film? Composer Ben Horn Troy, one of the most emotional epic scores ever, used murring tunes instead of victory themes. Music is not for triumph but for loss. Achilles' theme feels lonely, not powerful. The score constantly reminds you glory is temporary, death is permanent. Achilles, a broken legendary. Achilles is often misunderstood as arrogant only. His reality, he knows war is meaningless. He knows kings are crowned. He fights because meaning carries film. His relationship with Grace's shows even the strongest warrior wants peace but does know how to live it. Priam, the richest man in the film, King Priam never wins a battle, yet he wins the film's most powerful moment when he kneels before Achilles. The messenger is clear. Power was for humanity that single scans elements try for action epic to tragedy. Paris not covered but a child. Paris isn't evil, he is immature. He chooses love or responsibility, emotion over consequence, desire over duty. The film shows war done always begins with villains. Sometimes they begin with weakness, Achilles. That's why it had to be quiet. Achilles doesn't die in glory, he dies alone, surprised, vulnerable. This that intentional legends don't choose their endings. Why Troy was misunderstood in 2004, it reached audience expected. Other gladiator clear hero versus villain moral victory. Groy gave moral ambiguity tragedy, no divine justice. That's why Operation grieves years later. Troy's long-term legacy. Troy is remembered as one of the first ancient war films A realistic myth adaptation, a film that respects tragedy over fantasy. It influences realistic myth retelling, human-focused historical epics, darker war storytelling. One line that defines Troy: if the entire movie had one meaning, greatness is remembered, happiness is forgotten. That's Achilles' cause. Ultimate final verdict. Troy 2004 is not a perfect story, it is perfect tragedy. It understands why wars start, why heroes fall, why legends hurt. Final rating absolute 8.8 on an epic that doesn't celebrate what it wants it. Alright, more and this will be the last untouched angle of Troy 2004 character fate analysis, moral irony, unforgettable dialogues, and why Troy still hurts emotionally. No reception, only what hasn't been said yet. Troy 2004 The Tragedy of Evil Character. A film is powerful because no one escapes loss. Achilles, he wins fame, lost life. Achilles gets exactly what he wants. Everlasting glory is remembered forever, but the cost is Patroclus faced loss, a natural death. Irony, he fears a quiet life, yet dies quietly, alone. Immortality cost everything else. Hector, he lost the war, wins respect. Hector dies knowing Troy, my soul, his son will suffer, yet he chooses honor anyway. Irony, the most moral man in the film, which punishes the hardest. Doing the right thing doesn't save you, it only defines you. Paris, he survives but lies with guilt. Paris lies but his city burns, his brother dies, his love destroys everything. Irony, the man who started the war must live with it. Its ending, Agamemnon, he wins nothing. He wants Troy, power, legacy. He gets hatred, betrayal, death. Irony, the war he planned doesn't remember. He kindly, power without honor, leaves no legacy. Premium, he lost everything, sons, city, kingdom, yet he keeps dignity. Irony, the weakest king shows the strongest humanity. Moral irony of Troy, the film quietly proves this truth. Wars are started by desire, fought by honor, and paid for by innocent. No character escapes this cycle. Dialogues that define the film: Achilles, he, the goods anyway, viewers because we are mortal. This line explains the entire movie. Hector, I won't have my brother fight for me. Honor before survival. Priam, I loved my son. He was the best of being a father before the king. Why the ending feels empty? Troy falls. Greeks win. There is no celebration, no rally, no meaning, because the film knows victory is only visible through history, not to those who lived taught it. Why Troy aged well in today's world? War start our ego, leaders stay the distance, soldiers pay the price. Troy feels relevant because human nature has changed. As the lead final statement, Troy 204 is not about heroes or villains, it's about choice, consequence, morality, and the painful truth that great stories are born from terrible decisions. Final unchangeable rating 8.8 a war epic that understands one thing perfectly: history remembers glory. Cinema remembers pain. Alright, more, and this time it all gives you something new, compact and highly usable, not other long, easy. This is the final extra pack for Troy 2004. Unknown facts, mistakes, religion, not, and why people still take this film. Troy 2004 extra facts and hidden details. There's no facts. Brad Pitt injured his Achilles. Brad Pitt injured his Achilles tendon during filming real-life injury. Our 2000 extras were used for battle sequence. Most fight scenes were shot without CGI crowd. Brad Pitt trained 6 months in sword combat. Bana said the dude's game was physically existing and emotionally histor- historical and story inaccuracies. Achilles actually died after Hector, not during historical and story inaccuracies. Not flaws, just facts. Achilles actually died after Hector, not during Troy's fall. Trojan horse happened after 10 years, not immediately. Menelaus did not die in Troy. Hector was older than Achilles. Paris was a capable fighter in mythology. The movie simplified story to strengthen tragedy and facing why people are about Troy. Some viewers say not good, rename it not accurate mythology. Others say more realistic, emotionally grounded. That debate is actually why Troy turned trade resilient, why Achilles feels so different from other heroes. Most heroes fight for justice, revenge, love. Achilles fight for meaning that make him powerful, anti-dangerous. Why Troy feels big even today. Five practical sets, real armor, weight, minimal green screen, long takes in battles, modern film, real on CGI, Troy relied on presence. The saddest truth of the movie, if Troy had never happened, Hector would be a great king. Achilles myth lies in peace. Priam would die respected. Thousands would die, but history remembers wars, not peace. Final micro verdict: Troy 2004 is not perfect history, not fantasy, not heroic propaganda. It is a human tragedy written in an epic scale. Final score locked 8.8 on. Alright, more, but now it sold the stuff last unused and so it still feels new and no stresses. This is the dialogue, visual power and why Troy still works on rewatch layer. Troy 2004, why it hits hard even on rewatch dialogue that carries the film. Troy doesn't use many speeches, it uses statements, Achilles, the goods anyway use become we are mortal, meaning life is valuable because it ends. This single line explains Achilles' mindset and the film tragedy. Hector, I won't have my brother fight for me, meaning honor matters more than survival. Hector knows the Zeus might kill him and still accept it. Priam, I loved my son. He was the best of king, meaning it the end king and warriors mean nothing, only family does. Visual storytelling, no words needed. Achilles' fight style, fast, aggressive, almost animal-like, shows he is built for war, not peace. Hector's fight style, defensive, controlled, tactical, shows he fights to protect, not to dominate. During Troy, not heroic music, no slow motion glory, so victory is ugly. History on record, the winner, not the scripts. The film's quiet message: Troy never says war is evil. It shows that even justified cause and in-laws, even legendary heroes, cannot escape consequence. Even winning feel empty. That restraint is why the film feels mature, why Troy ages better than many epics. No heavy CGI descendants, no fantasy gods, no cartoons feeling. Human behavior doesn't age, and Troy is about human behavior. One sentence sums up the film: if Troy had to be reduced to one truth, man seeks glory, history remembers names, families remember graves. Final micro consolation: Try to 004 succeed because it understands tragedy. It doesn't celebrate war, it records the cost of it. Final score still more. But now I give you the last fresh angel that hasn't been done yet. Why Troy to the 4 feels like a tragedy, not a war film. Why every character is dominant from the start. Short, clean, powerful. Troy 2004 a tragedy disguised as a war epic. Most people think Troy is about battles, heroes. Victory is a test, not. Troy is about inevitable loss. Every character is trapped. Achilles knows war is meaningless, knows kings are corrupt, still choose fame, trapped by his fear of being forgotten. Hector knows the war is wrong, knows Troy may fall, still fights trapped by duty and honor. Paris knows Helen seeks out, knows consequences are coming, still refuses responsibility, trapped by desire and immortality. Priam knows compromise, may say Troy, no pride may destroy it, still protect his sons, protected by Stratford. Agamemnon knows the war is unnecessary, no man will die, still enraged, crushed by greed, the film's cruel irony. The man who wants peace can't stop the war. The man who starts the war don't fight it. That's why Troy falls. Why there are no true heroes. Achilles is legendary but selfish. Hector is honorable but doomed. Paris survives but is broken. Agamemnon wins but is erased. Galaxy exists. Happiness doesn't. Why the movie feels heavy. No goods, no miracle, no justice, just choice, pride, consequences. That realism makes the tragedy hit harder. The film's final message, Troy quietly says you don't need evil men to destroy a city. Ordinary human flaws enough. That's who why Troy still burns in memory. Absolute final take. Troy 2 is not about winning a war, it's about why wars happen, why they never end clearly, why legends are built on grace. Final rating for 8.8 Bana, an epic that understands when through perfectly. History calls it glory, cinema calls it tragedy. If you still want more, alright more but ultra confidence, high impact, perfect if you want to use is for content for just one fresh value fast. This is the rapid fire master pack for Troy 2004. Tactics are truth, no fluff. Troy is about ego, not love. Helen is a trigger, not the cause. Achilles hates war but loves begging. Remembered Hector loves peace but chooses duty. Agamemnon never risks himself, only others. Paris survives because coverage often do. The strongest warrior dies without glory. The most honorable man dies early. Kings start wars, soldiers finish them. Victory feels empty because loss is permanent. No goods, no exist. Humans are responsible. Honor doesn't stop arrows. Love doesn't stop armies. Pride destroys cities faster than swords. History remembers winners, not innocence. Fame outlives happiness. War creates legends by killing people. Troy falls because compromise arrives too late. Achilles wins immortality and lost everything else. The saddest truth None of this was necessary. Why people still watch Troy? Legendary duel, memorable dialogue, practical battle, tragic doom. Instead, it feels heavy because it showed one line's final meaning. If Troy had only one message, man choose glory, family, faith, prize, final, final snap. Verdict Troy 2004 isn't about who wins the war, it's about why everyone loses. Rating unchanged, 8.8 on. Alright, more, but now I'll give you something practical plus new that you can actually use anywhere. This is a 16-second full movie review script for Try 2004. Perfect for YouTube, short reels, or voiceover. Try 2004 16-second review script. Try is not a story about love, it's a story about pride. Paris still Helen, but the real war begins because King refused to back down. Agamemnon wants power, not justice. Achilles wants glory, not peace. Only Hector fights for the people, and that's why his death hurts the most. The film removes quotes and magic, showing one brutal truth: man destroys cities, not destiny. Achilles becomes a legend but lost everyone he loves. Hector dies with honor but saves nothing. Troy burns and victory feels empty. With legendary battle, unforgettable dialogue, and tragic ending, Troy proves one thing clearly: history remembers heroes, but war only creates greats. Rating 8.8 on one line viral caption: Great War are remembered for glory, but lived in pain. Why this format works? Fast, emotionally, no spoilers, overload, perfect, hook plus payoff. Alright, more on his name super short plus new, so I don't feel stretched in the. Alright, more and this time suppose super short plus new, so it doesn't feel stretched. This is the 50-second viral version plus quick fact check for Troy 2004 to Troy 2004 for the second short script. Troy isn't about love, it's about ego. Achilles fight for glory. Actors fight for duty, kings fight for power, and in the end, the city burns, heroes fall, and nobody truly wins. 8.8 and on quick facts that make Dracula. Brad Pitt trained 6 months for Achilles fighting style. Achilles versus Hector duels has no background music, no purpose. Most battle scans used real extra, not CGI. Brad Pitt injured his Achilles tendon during filming. Real irony. Director's cut is much darker and more emotionally one loves meaning perfect for caption, men chase, glory, cities pay the price, why people still talk about Troy, legendary, duel, strong dialogue, tragic ending, no fantasy, only human flames. Alright, more on this time something completely new, but still about Troy 2004. Common question, misconception, and what's guide style content. Short, clear, and fast. Try to 004 frequently asked question. Deep food simple. Try historical accurate. Partly, the movie is inspired by the island, not strict history. Real palace, Bronze Age field, timeline, confesses, goods removed, character age and death sense. It's cinematic history, not documentary. Why are there no Greek goods in the movie? Director Wolfgang Peterson wanted realism, human responsibility, no destiny, excuse, meaning Troy falls because of human choice, not divine fate. This is why the film feels modern. Who is the real hero of Troy? There isn't a one achieves glory, actors honor, triumph, humanity. The film intentionally avoids a single hero to show war has no heroes. Why does Hector feel more loved than Achilles? Because Hector fights for family, protect civilians, know the loss audience emotionally connect to selfless cause to not fail. Why is Achilles so angry all the time? Because he sees war as pointless, hates kings, feels private. By this own legend, he is not angry at Troy. He is angry and meaningless. Why does the ending feel empty? Because Troy burns, innocent dies, victory brings no joy. The film ends quietly, so to say winning a war doesn't heal anything. Biggest misconception about Troy is a love story. It is a pride story. Achilles is the good guy. He is tragic figure. Paris is the villain. He is the spark, not the fire. Greeks win, so it's a happy ending. It's a moral loss. How to watch the best experience? Was the director's cut? What it as a tragedy, not an action film? Focus on dialogues, not just battles. Pay attention to actors' pre-scan. You all appreciate it much more when last name insights. If Troy were made today, if would be clean and anti-war effect, it doesn't glory violence. It exposes why humans repeat it. Final mini verdict. Try 2004 last because it understands one thing perfectly. Alright, more than he stands something 100% make useful that still match your taste. Movie like Troy 2004, Epic Scale, War Honor, tragedy, short review included. Top movies like Troy 2004, Gladiator 2000, Honor vs. Corruption, personal revenge inside a massive empire, emotional plus epic. Why you all like it? If you like Achilles, Pride and Hector's honor, maximum gives you both 9.2 10 on Kingdom of Heaven 2005 Director's Cut. War plus morality, religion versus humanity, heavy philosophical tone, close to dry street, less action, more meaning. Director's cut only Alexander 2004, some era, some ambition, some tragedy, defense, more political, less emotional than Troy, 8 and on. Director's cut recommended. Sorry guys, 2 minutes wait, क्या करें? My oral cavity is weak this time, then I give break. You some second please wait and watch my mouth. .4.4.3.002.006 stylish war honor sacrifice mythic preparation difference from Troy more fantasy less realism 8.5 canon The Last Samurai 2003 Warrior Code Honor before that culture versus empire emotionally very close to Troy war as loss not victory 9 canon Braveheart 1995 Freedom plus Tyranny Brutal battle tragic hero more emotionally less philosophical 9 canon Exhaust Gods and King 2014 Ancient Words Massive scale faith versus power not as strong as Troy but visually epic best fix if you love Troy must if you want honor and tragedy gladiator meaning and realism Kingdom of Heaven DC pure epic war 3300 emotional loss The Last Samurai final quick take if Troy 2004 is so to you it because you like epic war tragic heroes honor our victory the closest emotional match is Kingdom of Heaven Alright more and this time I'll give you scans by scan story breakdown of Troy so you get the entire movie flow clearly from start to end in a powerful but readable way. No philosophy, no fiction, just pure movie breakdown. Try to 004 completed story breakdown. A spark of four Paris visits Spark falls for Helen takes her back to Troy. This is not romance, it's reclamation. Menelaus simulated Agamemnon see opportunity, war become inevitable. Achilles enters. Agamemnon leaves. Achilles. Achilles joins for glory, not loyalty. He already knows he can live long and be forgotten, or die young and be remembered. The first battle, Greeks land on Trojan shores. Achilles storms the beach, kills Apollo's champion in second. The world understands one thing clearly: Achilles is unstoppable. Paris versus Menelaus. Paris challenged Menelaus. lost badly. Actors saving this moment shows Paris is not ready for war. Hector must carry the burden. Hector takes responsibility. Apollo tries to Menelaus knows honor demands sacrifice, but Agamemnon wants to destroy, not please. Achilles versus Agamemnon. Graces is taken from Achilles. Achilles withdraws for war without him. The Greek army weakness. Flights begin destroying both sides. Patroclus' death. Patroclus was Achilles' armor. Hector kills him unknowingly. This is the emotionally turning point. War becomes personal. Achilles versus Hector, legendary duel. Silence, existence, no glory. Achilles kills Hector. This victory feels hollow, not heroic. Priam begs for Hector. King's Priam kneels before Achilles. Asks for his son, but Achilles breaks. This is the most human moment in the film. The Trojan horse. Greeks pretend to retreat, leave the horse behind. Troy celebrates the sun. The fall of Troy was open at night. Greek soldiers flood the city. Troy burns. No epic music, only chaos. Achilles' death, Paris shot Achilles, multiple arrows, no glory. The greatest warrior dies quietly. The end. Troy is destroyed. Survivors flee. Helen lives. Achilles become legend. But thousands are dead. There are no winners. Final destroy story verdict. Troy 204 is not about battles, it's about pride, choice, consequence. Any major death is avoidable and that's great tragedy. Achilles versus Hector, why this duel is legendary. Silence, no breakdown. One, footsteps, breathing, meaning. This is no entertainment. This is depth approaching. Hector waits, he knows he may die. Still stand alone, meaning the true course isn't confidence, it's acceptance. Achilles run fast, aggressive, animal like no fear, only rage, meaning Achilles is not fighting Hector, he is fighting grief. The circle they run around Troy's walls, meaning fate can't be escaped, only delayed. Skill versus purpose, Achilles' speed and brutality, Hector's defense and control, meaning glory fight honor. Honor cannot win the skill. One clean strike, no celebration, meaning victory feels empty because nothing is fixed. The dragging of the body, Achilles try. This the tragic of the body, Achilles try after to this carry out many Rance turns hero into monsters. This is Achel's lowest moment. Priam shadow the duel doesn't end here because later a father Neil Achel's breaks, meaning humanity. He feels strange but too late. Why this fight is better than most viewed movie duels? No flashy choreography, no slow motion glory, no heroic music, just existing fear consequence. That's why it stays in memory. Final truth about this duel. If this fight had one message, the greatest warrior doesn't win, he survives the younger too late. Skins rating. Troy 2004 versus Gladiator 2000, a deep clean comparison epic. Troy versus Gladiator, which one hits harder, core difference most important. Troy, a tragedy about pride, fate, and loss. Gladiator, a revenge story about justice and red passion. Troy hurts the mind, Gladiator hits, and the hurt hero comparison. Achilles Troy fights for immortality, knows war is meaningless, wins fame, lost everything, died without peace. Maximum Gladiator fights for justice, hates war, but accepts duty, lost everything, regains honor, dies fulfilled. Achilles is self-aware but selfish. Maximum is ruthless and moral. Villains comparison Agamemnon greatly conquers, starts war for power, never fight, represents political ego, commanders emotionally insecure, personal hatred, seeks approval, represents moral deceit. Agamemnon court power, commands, corrupt soul, action and battles, except Troy. Gladiator style realistic, grounded, dynamic, cinematic. Fight achieves versus Hector, Maximum versus Commanders. Scale messy armies, focused arenas feel tragic, patriotic. Troy feels like history, Gladiator feels like legend, music and emotion. Troy chants Horner said, mournful, reflective, gladiator hands shimmer emotionally heroic, spiritual, trance music, grace, gladiators music, uplift, message, comparison. Troy says glory is remembered suffering for a forgotten gladiator says what we do in life echoes in eternity. One question honors the other, affirms its ending impact. Troy city burns, silence remains, gladiator that brings peace. Troy ends with emptiness, gladiators end with closure, final verdict. If you prefer philosophy and realism, Troy, emotion, justice, gladiator, pure tragedy, Troy. Inspirational epic gladiator rated Troy 2004 8.8 Canon Gladiator 2000 9.3 Canon One line final take Gladiator makes you believe in honor Troy makes you question it. Alright, more but now something final, fresh and complex that still makes you interested in epic war films like Troy, top ancient and epic war movies ranked. If you love Troy 2004, this is your perfect watch list. Gladiator 2000, Revenge, Empire, Sacrifice, Emotional plus Epic Balance. 9.3 Canon Troy 2004. Pride, Tragedy, Legendary Warriors, Epic Scale plus Human Cost 8.8 Canon. Kingdom of Heaven 2005 Director's Cut. Faith versus Humanity, War Without Glory. Deep Philosophy, Realistic Tone. 300 2006 Sacrifice Honor Mythic War Stylish Intense Symbolism. Finally, Troy 2004 stands strong because it doesn't glorify war. It shows why humans keep repeating it. That's why it belongs among the best epic war film ever made. Alright, more on this time something new plus deep that hasn't been covered yet. Troy story versus movie that's real and what changed. This is where Troy becomes even more interesting. Was the Trojan War real? Troy did exist. Ruins found in modern day Turkey. A major war likely happened around 12,000 1200 before Christ. But Hammer's elite priority to not history, truth. The war is real is the horrors and myth plus memory combined. Achilles movie versus myth in myth almost invincible. Here's is only weakens moral brutal, less emotionally. In movies, no invisibility, pure skill, speed range, more human, more tragic, wide sage to make Achilles relatable, not good like Hector's most accurate character. Hector in the film is very close of myth. Lol. The Fall of Troy movie, one night, total destruction, reality, weekly years of conflict, multiple attacks, gradual collapse, film charge, condensed for emotional impact, Achilles so that in myth one arrow to the wheel, in film multiple arrows, slow death, message, even legends like die like men, aside, wounded, unfinished, why the movie removes goods in the Iliad goes constantly interfere. The film removes them entirely. Reason to say humans don't need good to destroy themselves. Final meaning of Troy to 004. This film isn't about who was right. It's about ego starting wars, pride existing, team innocent, paying the price. That's why it still feels modern. Final thought. Troy isn't a history. It's a warning was illegal. Alright, more on this time. The final deep dive most fans love Troy 2004. Best dialogues for Sunning explained. These lines are why the movie still lies in people's mindset. Immortality take it it's your Achilles. Meaning Achilles knows glory is temporary, but memory is external. These lines define the entire movie. I won't let you take him, Hector, meaning Hector fight not for fame, but you for family and duty. He is, he is the most morally strong character. I would rather fight beside you than any army thousand access to Achilles, meaning respect between warriors is real even when death is certain. honor still exists in war. There are no facts between lions and men. Achieveless meaning. Achieveless expect that power rules war, not fairness. This is cold truth, not cruelty. You are my enemy, but I pray that you live forever. Virtueless meaning true respect doesn't erase conflict. One of cinema's most mature war dialogues. If there no one will achieve, meaning this isn't arrogance, in invincibility. He know destiny already choosing. Let no man forget how amazing we are. Achilles, fear is a weapon in war. Victory starts in the enemy's mind. Character ranked by that, not strength. Actor honor sacrifice, responsibility. Achilles, pride, grief, regret. Priam loves our power. Produces intelligence, our force. Carries weakness with consequence. Agamemnon, pure ambition. The real of hero of Troy, not Achilles, not praise. After he failed only when necessary, except that protect others. That's really reason. Ending explained in one truth. Troy didn't fall because of Achilles. It fell because of human ego, and that's why this ancient story still feels modern. Final rating stands strong, 8.8 and epic that questions the idea of glory itself. Alright, more is something completely, completely fresh and still connect to try to 004 without repeating early point. Try to 004 hidden details, symbolism, and small things people miss. This detail quietly makes the film deeper and much smarter. Achieve achieve animal symbolism. Achilles Achilles often moves like a predator, low posture, sudden bursts, circling enemies, meaning he is portrayed less like a knife and more like force of nature, incontrollable, dangerous, inevitable. Actors always face the camera. In battle, actor's face is often visible. Actually, it's shown from behind or in motion, meaning actor is meant to be emotionally relatable. The chef is meant to feel unreachable, audacious in the real winner. He survives, he adapts, he thinks instead of fighting. Truth and strength wins battles, intelligence and wars. That's why the Trojan horse in this idea of fire versus stone symbolism. Meaning Troy represents civilization, Greek represent science destruction, civilization don't always fall to better warriors, they fall to better strategy. Priam in the only true king. Priam in the only true king. Agamemnon rules thought fear. Priam rules thought respect proof. A king who kneels for his son is greater than a king who conquers cities. Every major death is falsehood. Achilles was about dying young. Hector says goodbye like it final. Patroclus wears proven armor, meaning no death is shocking because fate has already spoken. Music tells you who will die. Gems honor you soft vocals for human characters, heavy drums for temporary victories. Listen closely, chords often warns characters before they die. Why Achilles loves primarily, not Mercury. Achilles is his own father, his own future, his own loss. This is Achilles, a real defeat. He finally understands too late. Final deep truth. Try to 004 isn't about heroes, it's about how legends are built and how humans are broken strengthening more, and this time a new angle that hasn't been done yet. Toy to four characters arcs who change and who doesn't. This is why the story feels tragic instead of heroic, who learns and who pays. Archery learns to the late start age, arrogant, glory of self, emotionally detached, and as self-aware, emotionally broken, escapes morality, tragedy. He understands the cost of war only after losing everything. Actually, doesn't lose the war. He lost time. Factors never change. Start as honorable responsibility, family first, ends as actually he some truth. Factors dies not because he is wrong, but because the world doesn't reward goodness. He is the moral center of the film. Paris never grows. Start as selfish, fearful, immature, and as still selfish, still harmful. Meaning, some people don't evolve, others suffer for their choice. Paris causes the war, survives it, and learns nothing. Paris causes the war, survives it, and learns nothing. Agamemnon core Putin from start as power, hungry, manipulative, and as that forgotten message history remembers warriors, not tyrants. Priam wins by losing. Start as king of Troy, proud by Khan, and as broken father still dignified truth, kneeling for loss is not weakness, it's the highest strength. So in the movie, also the only survivor who wins start as practical, intelligent, and as victorious, alive. Reality brains outlast broad issues, understand what achieves, never fully accepts. War is about ending it, not winning it. Why Troy feels so empty at the end? Because the best man dies. Hector, the strongest man, dies achieveless. The most warrant man survives. Paris, Odysseus, that imbalance and intentional final Troy 2 0. War says something brutal. War doesn't kill the weak first, it kills the valuable. That's why the ending words. Alright, more at this time the final layer that complex try to you you 4 is a film, not just a story. Try to you 4 cinematography, realism and why it feels heavy. This is why Troy looks, sounds and feels different from most war movies. Camera styles, no hero worship, wide shots show how small humans are. Close up focus on fear, sweet exhaustion, very few slow motion hero moments, effects for looks impressive but never beautiful. The camera refused to glorify that realistic fighting, not Hollywood. Short, brutal movement, not seasoning, no fancy geographic fight and last first. Both real combat is brutal, speed and survival, not style. Touchless fighting looks unfair because real elite warriors are unfair. Armor styles characters, Achilles, light armor, speed and ego, Hector full armor, duty and defense, Agamemnon heavy armor, power and fear, visual storytelling, you understand characters before they speak, battles are shooting on purpose, no clear hero, shootings during scenes, screams, overpower, music, camera shakes slightly, meaning war isn't a geography, it is confusion, music is sad, not triumph, James Horner's score uses more than vocals, repeats tragic themes, avoid victory anthems, result everywhere some feels. The most remind you someone else is losing. Practical sets, CGI, massive tribals where physical work thousands of real extra. Minimal CGI for armies, but it matters. You feel the weight of the words. It doesn't feel fake or weightless. Blood is shown, but not clearly. Celebrate no slow motion, low gore. Death are quick and quiet. Body stage not scream after battles. Message did at shoulders aren't forgotten. Background they are the coast. Background wide role. Eight pattern most epics because it avoids fantasy gods, our stylized action first hero, ending instead it choose human failure, moral ambiguity, emotional silence. That's why it still feels mature today. Final filmmaking verdict tried to give four success not because of battles, but because it traced for like a tragedy, not a support. That's a rare final rating. 8.8 on a thinking man's war epic. Alright, more on this time, the first layer that type 204 is real life and the modern 204 life lesson has modern meaning. This is why the film still shape element today. What not starving vision, official vision and real season ego, modern truth. Most wars, fight and conflict don't start our principles. They start because someone refused to back down. Troy shows how a small insult becomes a masquerade. Power use excuse. Agamemnon does care about honor or Helen. Doesn't power always hide behind morality? Is has changed in 3,000 years. Talents without purpose destroy itself. Excellence is unmatched but empty. Modern meaning skill plus ego, self minus destruction, skill plus purpose, legacy. Achilles gave faith but lost love, peace, and life. Good people